And we are back. You're listening to the Charles Brittingham Show right here on my favorite station, News Talk 1450 WILM.
Yes, sir. And today's topic of the performing arts. So we talked to two lovely ladies today. We have one on the line right now, Miss Laydi Legz Owens, who's performed all over the tri-state area. Right now, she's with Tracy A and A-List Band, and she's cutting her new CD due to be released at the end of the year. Laydi Legz. Legz, how you doing?
I'm good. You trying to move that CD up, aren't you?
Hey, you know what? I want my autographed copy and picture right off the bat.
Well, you know what? When you're in the kitchen cooking, you can't rush to cook.
That's right.
The stove ain't gonna cook no faster if it's high or low. The food's gonna get ready when it's ready.
Right.
That's right. We're going to take our time and get it right, like Legz does everything. I'm sure it's going to be great. Tell us, how did you get started? You know, when you're writing your songs, what comes first, the lyrics or the melody?
The lyrics. The lyrics come first. Actually, I had been trying to write for the past 4 years, and I couldn't get it together because every time I wrote something, it ended up being a poem. So I said, okay, fine. It can be a poem. So I'm going to open mics and reciting them. But then it's not what I feel. And so I decided to work harder. And it's just, I'm working with a couple people, a couple great people. I'm going to start working with Chris Odom. He's awesome. He's going to help me piece it together into a music, into a song. Brett Jolly helps me also. And they are just so good to me when it comes to that. They're so supportive, and they are awesome. They're awesome.
Well, don't get rid of them if you're gonna start all over again, because those are books in the future.
Well, yeah, I have them all, and what we do is we're gonna go through them and just pick what we have. I have a couple songs already, but I just want something different. I don't want it to sound like everybody else's. I don't want that. I want something different that catches your eye, catches your ear.
Well, one of the I hate using the word tricks, but one of the tricks that people do is to sound not like somebody else, even if you're singing the same song, is that try to teach yourself to hit different levels. If you can hit different levels without losing your voice, Whitney Houston's a good example. Look all the different levels that she hit, and it was so natural for her to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? She didn't have to strain her voice to hit those high levels. Now, there is a problem with that, as you know, because you're a singer, a producer, a performer, just like my other friend here, is that as you get older, of course, you got to make sure you don't lose, your vocal cords don't get, they can actually get calluses on them.
Right.
Okay?
I know.
So, singers has been around a long time. They go into a specialist every now and then, every so many years, and they get the calluses scraped off their neck. So, you might have to be careful of that once you start really belting it out there another 20 years or so down the road when you're so popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that's where those gin mints come in at, those gin mints and stuff there to help you with your voice. And, you're right. Those lyrics and the words are very important, getting them together and putting them out there. I know our intern in the studios today is a linguist, speaking a lot of languages, traveling all over the world, and language is very important. She's sitting here rocking her head now. So when you're putting those lyrics together, you're writing a song. You said you come out with the lyrics first, and then you put the melody on it. Mm-hmm. We know you're a musician as well. So is that how that goes?
I think it's kind of like it's not as drawn out. It's like I'll think of the words and then I'll start singing it. It's not like I've already thought of the melody. It's just something that just comes to me, and then I just think of the melody that I just started singing it in, and then that's when I record it, and then I make the music for it, make the notes. I'm old school. I do the bars and the notes, the quarter notes and the eighth notes, and all those things. Yeah. Listen,
the only way to get to Carnegie Hall is practice, practice, practice. So,
right.
So you got to do whatever you have to do to fit your style, and if that's what you're used to doing, fine. Because and I know when you start taking shortcuts in life, it screws everything up.
Yes, it does. So I just keep to where it is.
Well, you make it sound so easy. I mean, I know it's tough for me. You mentioned your son and your family, and I'm just curious. Do they inspire you to write? What inspires you to write a song? I can't write or sing, and it always boggled my mind how you do that. Can you share with us what inspires you, or
Your
where do you start?
emotions. Your emotions inspire you. Some people scream. Some people fight. Some people throw things. Some people write. My
Wow.
emotions. If I feel happy about something and I have something to write, if I feel sad or upset or it's just horrible, I write, and it just brings it out. Especially, I'm a water person. So I'll take my book and my music or whatever I have. I have a pencil. I'll never write in a pen. I always write with a pencil and a notebook paper, and I'll go to water. I'll sit on the banks or somewhere and just let the water flow and whatever element is in the air, and then you just write.
You know, this is eerie, scary because I'm a Pisces, and I've always done that when I had to think hard in
I'm a
sports.
Pisces also.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I used to always go to a beach or the swimming pool didn't get it for me.
No.
It had to be something where the breeze is blowing good and the trees are blowing. It had to be something like that. And
Right.
I'll go down Lone's Pond. I'll go down to any one of the beaches, and I just sit there and think.
Right, and it's a good feeling. It just makes you feel really good.
It
So
is.
when you're done, you're just uplifted. You're like, good, you know.
Yeah, it is. You know. Plus, if you act crazy, people don't bother you.
Right.
Hey, you got
So you always smile because it makes people wonder what you're up to.
Yeah.
I tell you, you're naming, all of these places like the water and the beaches and stuff. Is there a special place that inspires you more to where you write?
Yeah, I go to the Brandywine all the way down by the pillars, and I sit on the rocks, and I just sit there and just look out.
The Brandywine River,
Yes, the Brandywine Park.
Brandywine Park.
Down there by the swinging bridge, I presume.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, I
when
know
we're
you're talking
here-
about.
Right, but I would rather be at a beach, but, we don't have them up here.
Yeah.
Well,
when I go home.
downstate, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I go home, I get there, and the first thing I do when I get off the plane, train, or if I drive, is I go straight to the beach. And I sit there for like 2 hours, and then I go to my grandma's house.
Wow.
Okay, little Miss Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood. Better watch out for the big bad wolf out there.
Yeah.
So
He
I
tried to catch me a couple times, but he's not fast enough. So.
not bad. You got the legs.
That's right.
All right now.
And how
Okay.
long would that normally take to write in a serene place like that?
It depends. Sometimes you write fragments. You might have a thought here, and you might have a thought there. You don't always, when you sit down, make a complete song.
Mhm.
You might make 5 different songs, 5 different pieces of a song. It doesn't matter to make a whole song. It just matters to put what you feel on paper, and then you bring it together and make the song.
Wow, making it sound real easy, boy. And that's great, Legs. You're doing fine work, as we mentioned. The time is just flying past us so fast. We're coming up on another break, but you're sharing so much with us. And when we come back, maybe you can give us some tips or something for any aspiring artist coming up who wants to sing and get on stage like you, or write and play music like you do. And maybe you can give them some tips when we come back on the other side. How about
Okay.
that?
That would be great.
All right. And
All right.
because I'll tell you, that's what we do. We try to promote people, shine the light, especially with our young people, keep them off the streets and out of trouble. And entertainment is the way to go. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Charles Brittingham Show. I'm Linwood Jackson, co-host today with Mr. Brittingham. And we have Miss Laydi Legz on the line. And she's going to give us some quick tips on what it takes to be a great performer, songwriter, and musician like she is. Legs, you still with us?
I'm still with you.
All right. Please share with us. Help us out. How do we do this? How do we get started?
How do you get started? Hard work and determination. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. This is a really hard industry. Anything can crack you. Has tried to crack me. I'm not going to say I was strong the whole time, but if you believe in yourself and you believe in God, you can do anything. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Never think of what everybody else thinks. Just that simple.
I know that's right. Now, are you available for weddings and corporate events and stuff?
I am. I am available. I could be reached on Facebook at Shandah Laydi Legz Owens, or you can email me at ladylegs@gmail.com.
I may give you a call. My next big event coming up is in October for the NAACP Freedom Fund dinner.
Okay.
And we're looking at different people now. And I have a band that's been with us, a jazz band that's been with us for a long time anyway. So they perform the basic stuff. But every now and then I go out and I get someone else to come in and do a song or two.
Okay, that would be awesome.
Okay. The preliminaries it's the last Sunday in October, and that's October 27th. But Linwood has your information. I will send you all of those things that we're looking for, and then if you feel you can do it, you got it.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, plus I gave you a free dinner.
Free
everybody
dinner?
loves to eat, right?
Hey, don't forget who I'm talking to, right?
Right.
Legs, you're doing good. I don't even get a free dinner.
No, he has to pay for it.
You know, boy, I better start singing, huh? And quick.
Right.
It is a fundraiser, right? Let's be clear. It is a fundraiser.
Right.
But we are having fun. We are having fun. Legs, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us and giving us tips and information our young folks and our older folks can use as well. I tell you, I can't wait to see you out there. I see you all the time at Basil's. Another shout out to Mr. Blackwell and the Blackwell Solution for putting you guys on. Tracy A. And give a quick shout out to your bandmates. Who do you perform with?
I perform with Tracy A. Lover, Javita. She's our music person. Andre, Phoenix, Daryl, Frank, Lester. I love you all, guys.
All right, now it doesn't get any better than that. Legs, we want to thank you again, and you're welcome on our show anytime. Let us know what you got coming up. Let us know when you got something coming up. We'll have you back.
I sure will. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Man, I tell you, Britt, man, we're having a great show today, full of entertainment. We got actresses and singers coming on, giving out all this help. We have our intern in studio here, learning what she can do. And what do you think, man? How's it going? You all right?
No, I'm not all right. I'm half left.
Half left or right, huh?
But it was a great show thus far, and we're coming down to the closing parts of it.
We talked today on our show about some great things that's going on in the city, so you can get your kids involved in the cultural arts. Is just plentiful out there. And again, we want to thank our special guest for today's show, Miss Shandah Laydi Legz Owens, great musical performer, singer, and writer. And we also want to thank our in-house intern. We won't say her name. Maybe she'll speak next time, but I'm sure she learned a lot, and we want to thank her for coming out and visiting us as well. I just can't help myself. And we're gonna, and all you dancers out there, especially you salsa dancers, we will see you on the dance floor.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
That's right. And never, never doubt a small group of thoughtful, dedicated citizens can change the world. We'll be right back next week.